Ahoy there, mateys! This be Angus McCallum, also known as King Segos, and welcome to the Banjo-Kazooie Let's Play! On the last episode, we got ourselves into Treasure Trove Cove and started getting some of the jiggies in this area. In this episode, hopefully we shall be completed it, and I don't know why I'm talking like a pirate. I guess I just wanted to get in the mood. But anyway, let's continue throughout Treasure Trove Cove. This guy, he's a jerk. He's a big jerk. If he hits you, I will demonstrate. He will steal some of your feathers and your eggs. Look, nice snacks for Yum Yum. Don't eat my snacks, die! But yeah, he eats some of your snacks, so I would recommend not letting him chomp in your face, although I wouldn't recommend that to anybody. I mean, imagine that, like, the best cure for medicine is to have your face chomped off. But there are some notes up here, so let's go get them. Again, as Grant Kirkhope has shown, different music in different areas, even in the levels. I always thought that was really cool. Now, there's a certain secret that we're going to be exploring in here that actually wasn't in a Nintendo 64 version because of cut content, and I will actually be going over there in more detail. But as for now, we're going to be heading further, so we got ourselves a molehill. So, let us continue with the adventure. Whee! You'll reach new heights with my shock jump spring. Does Kazooie do it? My legs are tired. Don't worry, the turkey does all the work. Simply stand on the shock jump disc and press A and hold A. Nice going. You've learned all the Cove's new moves. Yep. After this level, we are only going to technically be learning one move per level. So, that's awesome. And because we got this new upgrade, we can finally access the third level's jigsaw puzzle. But, what does this do? Well, he said that if we hold A, we jumped high. Let's see. Whee! And we also got another Mumbo Skull. So that's the 5th Mumbo Skull out of the 10 in this level. So, as you can probably guess, you have to jump from platform to platform. That was close, I almost fell off. But you have to jump platform to platform in order to get all these mixed. Now, I want to show you a funny little trick I learned. If you do this, and then you get off the ledge, you still jump the same height, so I always thought that was kind of cool. We get ourselves some feathers. No, did not mean to do that. Jump up here. And if we jump up here again. And we got a jiggy. Nom. Alright, we got the third jiggy at the 10. We are making progress. I am very, very happy Saws. But we're not done with the jumping platform section yet. Because there is a Jinjo. And that is the pink Jinjo? I think I'm going to say pink. Well, it's the pink Jinjo, and we got 2 more left, and after that Jinjo, we should be getting another Jiggy for that. Now, there's actually some... Actually, I don't think I can get up here. Holy cow, I actually got up here. I am happy. Smack! I shall take this tower by myself, you foul demon. But yeah, there's some notes up here. This place is actually a bit more relevant and more important, but for now, it's not really important. But there's an empty honeycomb piece, and then of course you know, Snacker the shark is probably going to eat on our face. But I don't care, because Snacker's not going to dine on our soul today. Oh, cheese and crackers, just one. Ow! You foul demon. No, my eggs! Okay, he snacked on my face. Oh, we got the second empty honeycomb piece out of all of them. Coffee and mints, I'll be right over. There you go. Yeah, you can actually kill Snacker, and he doesn't respawn for quite an amount of time. So, yeah, amazing. Ugh. And we also got ourselves another Mumbo's token. Sorry, I just got a little bit distracted of destroying his face. But over here is something new. Now, if I can find the entrance at least. There's a mine. This is a new enemy. I'm trying to remember what the enemy's name is, but basically it's just the sea mine that if you go in the water, it will try to aggro you by going closer, so... Of course, it looks so friendly, doesn't it? I wonder what happens if I do this. Yeah, not so friendly anymore. Not have an explosive critter. Alright, we'll get ourselves some notes over here. Now, I'm gonna swim into this sandcastle because there's actually a cool little thing that is really underrated, and it's a song that not many people have heard because they pretty much just rushed this section. And oh dear, the actual thing went into fight. Yep. Like if we swim up here, there's one song, but if we swim down here, that's cool, isn't it? They actually make an entirely different song, an entirely different rearrangement of one song, just for one small area that most players won't even know about. Bloody Grant. But we'll just go through here, and somehow the water doesn't fill in that place completely, even though it's completely covered. I always thought that was a bit funny, but you know, Banjo-Kazooie logic. But we're gonna have to go back up here because in order to go, that sandcastle actually has a Jiggy inside, and we're not gonna be able to get that unless we go down here and meet this cute little critter. Me, Leaky, no good for water. Can bear black hole with pebble. Pebble, huh? You mean eggs? Yep, educated a little ching. That means we're doing something right. Leaky pet that. Now empty water for bear. Yay! So now we can actually go in the sandcastle and we can go in what looks like the Jiggy place. Hey, Furball, you're looking wise. Solve my puzzle and win a prize. But we can't go through because there's a puzzle. What is this puzzle, you ask? Well, there's a bunch of letters on the floor and it spells out Banjo-Kazooie's then, so easiest puzzle. Yep, all you have to do is literally spell out Banjo-Kazooie, and once you spell out Banjo-Kazooie, you should get the prize. This place actually holds more relevance than just this puzzle, though. I'll be going into that in more detail, but for now, we're just going to be doing the puzzle, and we're going to see... Is he floating in the air? Sorry, I thought he was floating in the air for a second. But, alright, so we got one more O, which is over here. Then we got an I, and then finally the E, which makes Kazooie. The gate opens to reveal your prize, but first I'll cut you down to size. This guy's got 3 hit points, but we're going to crush him! And unfortunately he only gives 1 health point, which makes me sad, but either way, we got ourselves another Jiggy! Right, so we got 4 of the Jiggies, and we seem to be slacking off, but to be honest, I don't mind slacking off in this level, especially since there's so much to cover in this place. There's so much. But without further ado, let's continue forward. Mine past that annoying-ass guy who's going to steal our eggs if we're not careful. These guys. These are killer chests. No, that's not their name. I keep forgetting their official name. But these guys are jerks, much like most other creatures in this level. Basically, you have to jump like this into them, but their teeth hurt, so you can't do it too close, so as I'll demonstrate. See, you can't get too close, so you have to take a certain distance and then jump inside. Of course, you can do it out, which kind of didn't make much sense to me when I was a kid, but either way. Let us head further into this tower. Boing. Oh, these notes. They make me feel so good. Yeah, I don't know where I was going with that either. But we've also got another red X, so this is interesting. X marks the spot to treasure! Follow the clues if you're looking for gold. Now, there's a flight pad over there. We're not going to be using that yet because there's still some stuff we need to cover in this area, so let's dive into the water and let Snacker bite our face in. Oh god, he didn't need to spawn there! Whew! Oh god, that was a bit creepy. I didn't think he'd spawn that close. Game, you're evil. Okay. Alright. we've got the, I think it's the 7th Mumbo Skull. So there's about 3 more in this level, and then once that's, yeah, there's 3 more. Once we got that, we should be done with this level. But before we go up that place, there's a hidden pathway over here. And some feathers! I've got to be careful here. If I miss the jump here, that's going to be very, very awkward, because I'm going to have to swim quite a distance, and Snack is probably going to take a lot of life from me. Alright, but we made it, and we got ourselves the Jiggy! So, that's the 5th out of the 10 Jiggies in this level, so let's compromise and backtrack. And I really hope I don't fall in here, because if I do, that's going to be absolutely disastrous. Oh, good, I didn't fall in there. Okay, so I'll just walk up here, get myself some notes, Jiggies. No, if there were 100 Jiggies, we would have already completed this game. But there's another chest here, and this chest has 2 Mumbo Skulls in it. Ow. Okay, I guess I'll read what I say. But yeah, 2 Mumbo Skulls. We only need technically 1 more in this level, and we definitely have more than enough for the next transformation. But let's dive down here, because if we go down here, there is another Jiggy. Yep, 6 out of the 10 Jiggies, and not let that landmine get pierced to us. Ah, look at you, you can't get me. But then there's an orange Gingy. There's an orange Gingy. God, I cannot get my words straight. But yes, orange Jinjo. We grab it, and we got ourselves another Jinjo. So all we have to do next is we have to... Well, if you're really curious, you can double jump over here and get yourself another extra life. I'm just going to get mine just for the sake of it. But there's another crab demon. Die! And we got ourselves 2 hit points, because we do need those because of that damn treasure chest which took our lives. We could have destroyed the honeycomb, but honestly, honeycombs, I don't really like destroying them either way. But let's dive down here, avoid the evil landmine, and we get the second to last Mumbo token in this level, which is awesome. We are definitely making progress here. But before we go up here, there is another chest, and there's some more notes that we forgot to collect. So let's go in here. That's not what I meant to do. If I'm remembering right, that has eggs. We need more eggs because I wasted a whole bunch of them. Ow! I cannot get those jumps right. Like, I could have got them in... Like, I was doing a playthrough test run of this game, but for some reason, I cannot get them right in this playthrough. I blame the Let's Play curse. I blame it, I blame it, I blame it. But yeah, so... as you can probably already note, almost all the notes have been done. So, 91 notes in totals. But let's head all the way back, so I will see you guys very quickly. Alright, so we're back here, and there's another X marks the spot. So slam down, and it points to another area. But now, we're going to be introduced to the mechanic of flying. Whee! To fly higher, you'll need some red feathers. Press A to use one, but remember that Beaky can only carry 50 of them. You can also turn sharply while in the air by pressing the right or left bumper. Jeez, I cannot get my words straight. But yeah, if you press A, you elevate yourself higher in the air, but that comes at the cost of 1 red feather, so collecting these is kind of important. But it's the first real example of flying in the game, so that is all awesome for me. So, another treasure map. Let's slam down, get some more feathers, keep flying over here. And we slam down into this area. And there's another feather, so the final destination that Why is there an egg just standing on its side? Did I forget to collect that? I suppose I must have. We're just going to quickly fly over it. Or we can completely miss it, you know, that works too. But yeah, here's another X mark, so let's slam down on it. Okay, I missed that too, let me slam down on it. Ha ha! You'll never find me now. Oh yeah? Well, you got a massive X down there that looks pretty obvious, so why don't we go taking that X? Hiya! Please open me gently. No! Woohoo! Right, got the 7th out of the 10 jiggies in this world. We are defo making progress here, so I am happy dappy. And if I'm remembering correctly, we definitely do have enough. Like, we are definitely on track. Like, because there is another chest up there. Another evil chest. But it has a Jiggy inside. This be Gruntilda's booty. Touch it if you dare. What an inviting gesture. Thank you for the Jiggy, my good sir. Alright, we got enter the 10 Jiggies. That golden treasure was for me. Now harder still the game will be. That guy's gonna get fired, I know it. But yeah, always thought that was kind of interesting. How that guy was advertising this Jiggy, and it's probably one of the easiest Jiggies. As I said, in these levels, some of the Jiggies feel really inviting and really easy to get, but I really don't blame it because this game was mostly made for kids, and this is the second level. We still got a lot to do, but let us destroy this evil bugger. No! You will not live today! And neither will your brother. Okay. Sorry, a little bit of insanity moment, but yep. This Ginger was a jerk when I was a kid because I'm not using the Xbox 360 controller. It was really hard to get here with the N64 controller when I was young, but either way, you are mine. You've been awarded a gamer picture. Lucky you. Yes, we've been awarded a gamer picture because this is the Xbox 360 version. Don't care, we got all the Jiggies and now we've got 9 out of the 10 Jiggies in this world. We are almost completed with this world, so all we have to do is we have to go up the spiral and go up to the highest point in the game. Yes. And over here is a witch switch. That's what they're actually called. They're called witch switches. So, let's slam down and see what we get. Sweet. But, if you're wondering where that last Mumbo skull was, smack down this, and it's there. But you can also go through. So that's all the Mumbo token skulls we got. So, we're just going to quickly get these. You found all 100 notes on this world. Well done. So we got all 100 notes in Treasure Trove Cove. And up here is the final Jiggy. So, if I can get up here. Yep. That's something I should know. In the previous episodes, I didn't actually show that little fanfare Banjo did when you got all Jiggies. Yeah, but that happens if you get all 10 Jiggies while you're as Banjo. If you get it while you're an animal, you don't do a custom animation. But we're not entirely done yet. There's still something I want to show. And as I said, this wasn't actually in the... Where is it? Oh, it's over there. We still got a chunk to do. But yeah, I'll give it a shot. This actually wasn't in the Nintendo 64 version. It was a planned feature in the Nintendo 64 version. But anyway, in the Nintendo 64 version, that little place up there, that little alcove in the ocean, that wasn't actually there. It was called Shark Food Island, but that little pillar was actually just stuck in the water. But in the Xbox 360 version, it's been risen from the water, and that is because one of the features that was cut from... No, get away from me, evil shark man, no, ooh, yes, suck it, Never. No, I mean snacker. But yeah, this little alcove wasn't here, and that is actually because in the Xbox 360 version, the stop and swap feature was actually in game. Now, that's what I should know. Stop and swap. It was a feature that was supposed to be implemented in Banjo-Kazooie and its sequel, Banjo-Tooie. And it was literally... What you did is you got these special items in the first game, which you would then be able to transfer over into the second game in order to unlock some sweet rewards. Now, this relied... Now, I'll go into this more detail in more episodes when I've done the research, but this relied on quickly shifting the first game, like shifting Banjo-Kazooie, and still keeping the memory information from that game, and then putting it onto Banjo-Tooie. And what you should do is you should technically transfer over the information, because back in 1998, they didn't have any kind of technology yet that was diverse enough for consoles to kind of like, well, they had the technology, but the Nintendo 64 didn't have the technology to kind of transfer data over like that. Like, it didn't have something like a memory card like a GameCube had, so Stop and Swap was hereby later scrapped, and in Banjo-Tooie, they replaced it with grabbing like these little cartridges to get these secrets, but I'm just going to go up here to show Stop and Swap is unlike game saves. If you've completed the game and got got all the Stop and Swap items once, that transfers over to all parts in the game. So you have to go up this long winding section. Now, nothing is technically going to be here, but that's because I've already collected. So I'll show you in the menu right now. So if I quickly turn over, as you can see, the Stop and Swap items over there, we got a turquoise, we got a cyan egg, a pink egg, a blue egg, a green egg, a red egg, yellow egg, and then we also got an ice key. In the in this place, like in the Shark Food Island, this would be where the pink egg was. I've already collected a pink egg years ago, like back in like 2008. So I've already collected. So yeah. But that's pretty much all I wanted to show you, so let us make our way back to the entrance of Gruntilda's lair. Alright, so that about wraps it up for this episode. On the next episode of Banjo-Kazooie, on the next let me try again. Blah, 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 blah. On the next episode of the Banjo-Kazooie Let's Play, we'll be heading deeper into Gruntilda's lair. See you guys then.